It's your man Alex, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to give yourself a burst fade self haircut. You guys, this is probably one of the easier fades that you can possibly give yourself. Doesn't involve a lot of fading, it's just really going in sequential order with the guards. And if you guys want to start saving some serious money, avoid going to the barbershop, getting disappointing haircuts, waiting in the crazy waiting rooms, and dealing with their terrible scheduling, start learning how to cut your own hair and give yourself this simple burst fade so you guys can start saving between $500 to $3,000 or more every single year for the rest of your lives. Let's get into it. So as you guys saw, the first guideline was done using the trimmer, and I just went up a little bit beneath the top of my ear, but also notice how I'm putting in kind of like a rainbowish like shape, right? You guys see that nice curve, kind of looks like the letter C. It's like a nice rainbow. You want to keep this shape going up your head because that's what really gives the haircut that burst look, right? It's kind of like an implosion into an explosion, right? So it starts like a small circle and then expands outward into a big circle. So that's kind of what the gist of this hairstyle is. And to be honest, I think it's probably one of the nicer hairstyles, especially, it gives it a more modern flair. So all you're really doing with this self haircut is just going in sequential order with the guards. And as you see right now, this is the only step in the entire haircut where I'm actually doing some fade work. Everything else is just going in sequential order and just following the guidelines, right? So just to give you guys a run back, the first guideline was with the trimmer, second guideline was with the no guard lever open, and then the first fade position is with the lever halfway, second fade position is with the lever closed, and then obviously because we're close to the temples, there's not that much hair, it's not as dense as it is in the back of my head, so I didn't need to go back to the trimmer to completely get rid of the hard line. And so right here, I'm just going up about 3/4 of an inch. Again, every single guideline is going to be roughly 3/4 of an inch going up. Still, remember, we want to maintain that rainbow-like shape. Now, one of the key things you guys need to remember is that notice how I'm just using like the corners of the clipper for most of the haircut, right? Just pay close attention and notice how I'm just using the corners and I'm just kind of scooping out away from my head. So I'm going up about 1/2 inch and then I'm scooping out the rest of that for that guideline, right? So I'm not trying to dig into the longer length because that would just create a really hard line. So I'm avoiding that. I'm avoiding, giving myself more work to do to fade in hard lines by scooping out with the flick out motion and blending with the guideline as I'm going up, right? So that's kind of like an advanced type of step that you'll kind of learn as you get along with your self haircut journey, is removing, all of the limitations that add extra work to your self haircut. So I'm just going up again, flicking out as I'm reaching that layer of longer hair on top, so I don't have to go back afterwards to fade in any hard lines, because again, we're by the temples, the hair is not as dense, which means it's a lot easier to blend than it is to the back of the head. So again, as you're going up, flick out, go up, hit the line, and keep on going straight up off your head. Remember, a lot of this stuff is freehanding. So you're just guiding the clipper and creating the shape of the haircut that you're going for. So a lot of this is really just a lot of your creativity and your imagination of figuring out, okay, how do I want this haircut to look? So, you have full control with the clippers in your hand. You have full control once you understand how the guards look on your head, the more and more you do this. So just use your imagination, use your creativity, and there is no right or wrong way to give yourself a burst fade or any haircut for that matter. But if you like it and it turns out great and you can follow the simple tips and steps that you need to give yourself a good fade, I'm telling you guys, you're going to be saving some good money and you're going to be walking around with some solid haircuts. So now that we're on to the last guideline for the self haircut, You know, we just went in sequential order with every single guard going in sequential order. Now we're at the last one, which is the number 2 guard lever open. And you'll notice here that I'm really focusing on flicking out when I get toward the top of the hard line. Now this is key because I don't want to cut any of the longer hair by my part line, right? I want to blend it in. I want to keep that longer hair because that longer hair by my part line right there is going to be what makes the haircut blend well. So if I were to cut that off, the shape of the haircut would look weird afterwards. So I really want to focus on blending as I'm going up to remove the hard line. Now, going in with my thinning shears over comb, this is probably the best way to blend in any type of hard line, any type of fade, blending in the hair from the fade on the sides to the longer length on top, right by your part line. Thinning shears, they're goated. They are absolutely amazing, and for like 10, 15 bucks, you can get a nice pair of thinning shears and hair cutting scissors. You guys can check them out, link in the description below for all of my tools and equipment. But I highly recommend you guys get a pair of thinning shears. I say this in probably every single video. They're game changing, and they absolutely, like, these are like, this is the tool that makes my haircuts always turn out so much better. And it's such an affordable, cheap tool and easy to use too. So we're done with pretty much all of the fade. Now we're going in, this is the latter steps of the self haircut with the trimmer, going in and giving ourselves a clean lineup. All right, this one you guys are really going to need to be patient depending on if you're a beginner or not. You know, use the mirrors appropriately. You know, I've got my $7 Walmart mirror. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out my best mirror setup video so you guys can see exactly what mirror setup I have. And the mirror setup is honestly, it's the best way to cut your own hair. Handheld mirrors don't cut it. 3-way mirrors don't really cut it. But this mirror setup is what I've found over almost 16 years now to be the best way to cut your own hair. And it's super, super important to use this mirror setup when you're giving yourself a lineup, especially on the back of your head. So now going in, cleaning up the forehead. Of course, I like to use scissors for my actual forehead, and then the trimmers as I get a little bit lower because, you know, I get a little bit nervous. So I like to take the easy route, the less risky, safer route for my forehead, and then use the trimmers to do the C-cup and the vertical bars. This is my version of a burst fade self haircut. Let me know what you guys learned, what you liked or didn't like in the comment section below. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel and check out this video for more self haircut tips and tricks.